Hi best friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and I hope you all are doing very well. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for joining us again. So on this channel we talk about beauty, we talk about fashion, we talk about lifestyle, we also talk about self-development and how to build your YouTube channel. So for today I'm going to be talking about how to rebrand and reinvest in yourself. So if this video is what you want to see, therefore stay tuned and keep watching. How to rebrand yourself. This video is for those who feel that it's time for them to make a change, be it in their personal life, be it in your business life, be it in your emotional life, and any situation in which you find yourself. What I say here today is applicable. That's if you want others to see you differently, or you're just going through a transition, be it a relationship problem, be it you trying to change your job, be it a scandal that came out about your name, or you just want to rebrand. First, we must establish what a brand is. So the dictionary defines a brand as:
a brand is a product, service, or concept that is publicly distinguished from other products, services, or concepts so that it can be easily communicated and usually marketed. Branding is the process of creating and disseminating the brand name, its quality, and personality. We spoke about reinvesting, so now we are going to define reinvesting. So what does reinvesting mean? Investing in yourself means you are putting in the time, money, and energy into making your current and future life better. Instead of focusing on things that will not increase your wealth in the long term, look for ways to expand your knowledge and make your life better.
Now that we have established what a brand is, we would like to know, what do people say about you? And not just about you sometimes, but about who you are all the time. What do people think when they call you? Is it that when they call you, they get a negative energy, like this one is just going to lower my spirit, or this person is going to uplift me and give me some positive vibes that I can boost up my morale and I continue or kick off with my day? What is the most consistent energy you give out? Your brand is not who you say you are, but your brand is who other people say you are. Have you ever met other people who feel so clueless about the energy they give out and they're like,
oh, I'm a very nice person. Oh, I'm a sweetheart. I'm the sweetest.
One thing about me is when I come in contact with someone, it's a red flag for me when someone is praising his or herself. There is this saying that says, let others praise you. And if you know your brand is your identity and others are saying things positive about you, there is a way in which people are going to speak about you in a very loud volume that you don't even need to say who you are. Now, to rebrand is not easy, and we all have to know new beginnings always start with bad endings. So we are going to see how we can rebrand and reinvest in ourselves. First, the first thing you want to do in order to be able to rebrand yourself is to declutter your space. Now, when we talk about space, or anything that gives you memory, be it that you came from a bad relationship, be it that you had a job or something that wasn't okay and maybe you were going through a lot during that period. If you have an object that somebody gave you, it could be a bracelet, it could be a bed sheet, it could be some dresses, it could be a Louis Vuitton handbag.
No, God, please, no!
I'm not gonna give that back, So, because I believe the presence of objects that people give you actually reflects the presence of those people. If you're trying to declutter your space and you sit and probably somebody gave you a frame of both of you that are there together and you're not longer in that relationship, each time you turn and you look at that frame, it's gonna jog back the memories of what you're trying to let go. The next thing I'm going to talk about is declutter your emotions. Now, this is something that is very hard to do because when it comes to emotions, you cannot really tell how far or how emotionally crippled your emotions. We all have blind spots. It's like when you're driving a car, you cannot see every part in regards to that. And it's only when you're out of a situation that you actually sit and reflect and know the blind spots that you find yourself in. Now, when you have identified those errors or those blind spots in regards to your emotion, you have to reveal, you have to heal, and you have to deal. Now, when I talk about reveal is you identifying those blind spots in your life. Healing is you actually walking past whatever is hurting you and to have to deal with it. And that is a self-made decision that you take by yourself to be able to deal with it. The third thing I'm going to talk about on how to rebrand yourself is declutter your circle. Now, your circle could be your family, it could be your friends, it could be anybody that is trying to weigh you down or try to tear you down. And if you feel that kind of negative energy coming close to your circle, definitely you have to declutter that. Some of them take actually time to be able to do that, but you eventually get there. Change is not an overnight process. It is a gradual process until you get there. Next, you want to see if you have a journal where you can write down everything. Me, I'm not a good writer, but some of you out there are very good writers. Like, you want to write like, who am I now? You can write down all your areas of struggle, be it when I go to my job, I'm not productive, in my business, I'm not selling, in my relationship, there's so much. Like, you need to be able to journal that down. When you write that down, now it's in your place to be able to work and better yourself towards the areas that you're struggling with. It's gonna take time, trust me, because it's not an overnight process, but you will eventually get there. Now I've established the fact that you need to declutter your emotions, you need to journal it down, you need to declutter your space, you need to declutter your circle. You're now going to sit and ask yourself these questions. Who am I and who am I willing to become? Now, a lot of us have role models. We have people out there that we want to listen to them. It can be Oprah Winfrey, it can be Michelle Obama, anybody of your choice that you look up to like a role model that can inspire you positively to be able to make that change in yourself. Secondly, you need to ask yourself, what are my core values? What are the things I hold dear to myself? For me, I'll give an example. Core value is like love. I try to love everybody that I come across because it's due to the love we have that we tend to care for our family, we tend to care for our parents. Your sister can call you like, hey, come and help me do this. It's the love you have for her that you do. And I also try not to cheat people of their hard-earned business. For example, there was this day I got into a taxi and the driver gave me like change that was surplus. I think I gave him like 500 francs. And then instead of giving me back my change 300 francs, he thought that was 2,000. So he gave me 1,700 back. And I was like, okay, no, sorry, this change is so much. He didn't even realize he was about kicking off. That is just me because I'm a Christian. And if you feel like no one sees it, God is seeing everything. Next, you have to ask yourself, what are the things that are important to me? The things that are important to you are the things that create your foundation, and those are the things that create your base. Now, when we talk about your core value, the core is made up of your beliefs, it's made up of your identity, and it's made up of your value. Next, you need to ask yourself, how do I want others to describe me? How do I want when I walk into a room and I leave the room, how should people perceive me? How should people see me? What impact have I left on the people that I left from the room or wherever I stepped into? And the last question you need to ask yourself is, what am I willing to give up? What am I willing to sacrifice to become the person I want to be? You need to know that all change takes sacrifice. And 99% of the time, a lot of us are not willing to leave our comfort zone to be able to carry out the change that will make us better tomorrow. Next, this is just like a bonus tip. Surround yourself with people that tell you the truth. We have some groups of friends that you can be putting on weight or you're losing weight, and maybe you want to lose weight and you're like, hey, I want to lose weight. And they're like, no, you're just fine. You're okay. Now, I get it that some of you can just be sweet, but then again, you should have friends that tell you the truth. Like when they tell you the truth, it motivates you to be able to work and become a better version of yourself. Because your friends will tell you the truth on how your attitude is. They'll tell you the truth on how you treat others, because it's how you treat others that reflects who you are. And the last thing I want to say is everything in life is a risk. What could happen if you take the risk? You could be a better person. What could happen if you don't take the risk? You'll never know the potential of how you could grow if you had taken the risk. Like Nike always say,
just do it.
So I think you should just wake up and do it. I hope these tips help somebody out there. And if you love this and you've decided to take that decision that I want to rebrand and reinvest in myself, 2022 is almost over and we're about getting into 2023. Now, this is the best time to declutter your space, to declutter your circle, to be able to declutter emotionally, and to be able to put everything in place. If you love this video, definitely let me know in the comment section if you have decided to rebrand and reinvest in yourself, and then we could chit chat in the comment section. You guys know I love you all, and for those of you who have made it up to the end of this video, you are my real MVP, and I love you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for sticking, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you love it, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.